Hey everyone, how are you doing today? It's Marla. Hopefully everyone is doing well. It is 6 o'clock in the morning here in Florida when I'm filming this video. I have my steeping hot cup of mega coffee that I cannot function without in the morning. And I thought it would be kind of fun to sit down and go over some of the skincare items that I really feel I like having in my skincare routine, and some items I just feel that to me have not been either worthwhile or I don't feel comfortable using. I guess that's the best way to put it. I'm going to start first with the skincare items, not the gadgets. I feel that the most important skincare product that I use for keeping my skin looking good is Retin A. And it's very strange. I don't know if it's just the fact I'm in Florida now and the humidity here. I have absolutely no problems with dryness. I use 0.1% Retin A. I could use it every day here in Florida, every night, and I have absolutely no flaking, no dryness. This is how pretty much my skin, after I wash it, it looks in the morning. I don't have any makeup on other than some lip gloss. I don't feel comfortable without having a little bit of lip balm on or lip gloss. Retin A, I feel, is probably the single best thing I do for my skin. Number two, the second item that I really feel has also helped my skin is using some type of product with niacinamide in it. There's just something about niacinamide that my skin responds to. Not everybody's skin, but my skin responds to. I have been using the past, I guess, almost 2 years now, products from Nia 24. It is, I consider, more of a medical grade type product on the line of Boulder would be. Their cleanser and their facial scrub, to me, can't be beat. I have to use their facial cleanser every morning or I don't feel happy with my skin, and their facial scrub is probably one of the best facial scrubs I've tried. I just love it. My dermatologist recommends it. It's just become a huge part of my skincare routine. The second thing, obviously, is some type of sunscreen. I'm going to throw that in there really quickly because that is always essential in anybody's skincare routine. I personally have really enjoyed what my dermatologist recommended, the Roche-Posay Anthelios 60. I like the way this feels on my skin. It doesn't feel like it's clogging any of my pores. If you would see me go out, you wouldn't recognize me. During the daytime, I have this slathered all over my face and neck. I wear a very wide brimmed hat, and I also have a neck scarf wrap around my neck to protect it, and I also wear a face veil. Yes, I wear a face kind of scarf around my face, so once my sunglasses are put on, none of my skin gets exposed to the sun. I know everybody can't walk around like that. I'm retired, so I can walk around that way. I do not feel comfortable when the sun is out exposing any of my skin, even with sunscreen on. I know one of my neighbors down here and I were talking about skincare products, and she said, I slather on all the sunscreen and I still feel like I get dark spots, and that's how I feel about it. I just feel that this stuff can only go so far, at least in my mind. I don't feel comfortable. I really feel much more comfortable using a lotion sunscreen and an actual physical barrier to the sun, whether it be sun protective clothing, sun protective hat, or scarves that are made out of sun protective material on my face and neck. The other things that I feel have been really essential in my skincare are, I like vitamin C. I know a lot of people are big fans of Dr. Dre. They watch her, and I know she kind of poo-pooed vitamin C and what it could do. I think she is kind of more of a bare bones dermatologist. She doesn't feel, from what I've gathered from watching her so far, she doesn't feel that extraneous products that haven't been proven to really do anything are necessary. I, on the other hand, feel that if I'm using a product and I think it's working for me and it's not causing any harm to me, then I'm going to keep using it. And I really do like using vitamin C. I am just testing out a new vitamin C that I got off of Amazon, and I'll let you know how that one works out. But I still am going to keep using my vitamin C serums. They just feel good going on my skin, and whether or not they're doing anything, whether I'm throwing my money down the toilet, I don't know, I'm still going to keep using my vitamin vitamin C. Another thing that's kind of surprised me that I have really felt the need to keep in my skincare routine are these creams from the number 7. I know I talked to you about the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Serum, and I know I had showed you the Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Serum, and there's one more over here that I can't quite find. Let's see, the Early Defense Glow Activating Serum. I really like these. These right now are still being kept in my skincare routine. They just, I feel, have really helped with the areas around my eyes. I just like the way it has made my skin feel. They feel so good under my makeup in the morning. They just get so quickly absorbed into my skin. It's a product that I'm still going to continue using for a longer period of time to really see how they fit into my whole skincare routine. But those number 7 creams I've been really impressed with. I really, really enjoy them. Find them to be really a beneficial part of my daily makeup preparation. The third thing that I'm going to keep in my skincare routine are my serums, my oils and my serums. And I have a vast array of them. I have rose hip seed oil. I have a collagen, collagen oil. I have a retinol and vitamin A oil. I have maracuja oil. I have marula oil. I'm not advocating one over the other. One's better than the other. I just feel the actual act of putting oils on my skin just makes it feel good, hydrates it, has definitely helped with any potential dryness I could get from Retin A. And oils are always a big part of my skincare routine. The way I do my skincare routine is I use Retin A every other day. When I use Retin A, I only use Retin A. I think that's the way Melissa55 also said she uses it, because I feel like I'm watering it down. Even if I wait till it completely absorbs in, I really just want, I'm paying so much money for that Retin A. I really feel I want it to just soak into my skin, do what it has to do. The next day is when I apply any serums or oils. I don't use as many moisturizers at night anymore. I have turned into kind of an oil person. Even here in Florida, I just like the way the heavier oils or heavier serums feel on my skin. So that's kind of how I do my skincare. Every other day, strictly Retin A. At night, the vitamin C goes on in the morning along with my number 7 cream on my face. And then the days I'm not using Retin A is when I put on kind of my luxurious, just feeling things that may or may not be doing anything to my skin, but I feel deep down they are actually making my skin more hydrated and supple, which my skin really needs. And the last thing that I'm going to keep definitely in my skincare routine is my masking. I love masking. This past year, I have started masking probably 3 times a week, 4 sometimes if the masks aren't expensive masks. I try to find masks that aren't crazy. I have yet to pay, I don't think, $30 out of my own money to buy one mask. I just can't do that. But I just find that all the masks I've tried that are hydrating masks, vitamin C masks, I have detoxifying masks, they all together seem to help my skin. So I am definitely going to keep masking in my skincare routine. Now, this next part of this video is not meant to throw shade at anybody or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just basically saying what I will be doing in the future with my own skincare. From listening to, some bits and pieces from what Dr. Dre says and just kind of my own feeling about things. Number one, not to bash anybody that likes a Clarisonic, because I know a lot of diehard people out there love their Clarisonics. I've had the Mia and I had 2 Clarisonics, and they eventually just kaput on me. They just died over time. Once they died, I did not feel the need to replace them. I never liked the bristle brush that was used to clean my face with. I always was wondering how I can clean these bristles. How do I get in between all those little bristles to really clean them to make sure there's nothing growing in there? I don't know. That's just the way my mind works. I just never felt really comfortable with the brush, even the feeling after a while of the brush on on my face. I don't know. I was originally a diehard Clarisonic person. Over time, I just grew kind of out of it. I don't know why. Now I'm really into kind of these more silicone, nubby feeling, almost massage type facial cleansers. I know I showed you the one I got from Instrumental Beauty a long time ago. Sadly, some of those are not made quite well. Some people get them and they work great. I've had two from Instrumental Beauty that are still working. They're over 2 years old. I've had no problem with them. As a matter of fact, I have one right here charging on my table and it still works. I've had this for 2 years. Sadly, some people that bought these I saw online, it did not work for them, but I love this. And if you can see what I'm talking about, these have like little silicone, little very gentle silicone nubs where when I clean this and it dries, I just feel that it's clean. I can actually put soap and water on this and I can see it going between all the little nubs. It air dries. It completely dries between all the little nubs. I just like this on my face. It is super gentle. There's no bristles at all. It's just like a facial massage. I am a huge fan of these. I also have another one of these by Pure, which I have on my vanity, which I use also. You have to understand, I just don't sometimes have one gadget. I am a gadget person, and once I get obsessed with something, I then go see if there's one better. So I originally started out with the Instrumental Beauty one, and then I kind of progressed to the one that's by Pure. I think that's the name of it. That one's actually worked quite well for me. It has a charging base, which I really like better than this one. This one doesn't have a base. I can stick it in to charge on my vanity. The Pure one has a base, which I keep it plugged in and I keep it charged all the time, and it has several different speeds, which I like. Again, it has the silicone nub filaments or whatever they're called that jet out the fingers. It never feels like it's scraping my skin, never feels abrasive on my skin. I really feel it does a great job cleansing my skin. That's key also. So those products are products that I definitely keep in my skincare routine. And as a matter of fact, I know it. I was on Amazon looking recently and I saw this one, and it's called the Thermal Sonic Facial Brush. It looks like this. And I haven't tried it yet, but it got great reviews. It uses high frequency vibration. It has skin friendly grade silicone. It has a T-zone deep clean with, I guess, a different set of vibrations it uses. And it has a thermal spa. So it has vibration with heat mode. I will let you know how I like this. This got amazing reviews on Amazon by verified purchasers. I only look at what verified purchasers say. And it's kind of an upgrade from the other two. It was a little bit more expensive, but I really think I'm going to like it. So I will let you know how I like this particular product. Or I might have already let you know how I like that product in a video. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I talked about this product before or not, but I am really excited to use that facial cleansing silicone brush head. Two other things that are one gadget that is not going to be any longer in my skincare routine, and another gadget I'm kind of on the fence about. The first one, a while ago I talked about derma rolling, trying to derma roll my face, and I did a before and after picture, and I thought the after picture actually looked worse. I just didn't feel like it did anything to my skin. But then people were saying, oh, you're using the wrong derma roller, maybe you need to use the one by Gin Amber. So I purchased this one from Gin Amber. It's the 0.5 millimeter one. I actually used this several times already, and then I put it away because I recently had a reaction to a drugstore lipstick that rocked my world when it comes to what can happen to your face. I put it on my face and I must have been allergic to one of the ingredients in there, and it literally, you might have seen it on one of my previous videos, ate the skin all around my lip, especially in this area. For some reason my lip swelled up and I had what almost looked like a gargantuan herpes sore from here to here, except it was just raised skin that was red and inflamed and oozing. It was frightening. I thought to myself, after watching Dr. Dre's video, not that I take everything she says as gospel because I don't agree with her on certain things, I had a change of heart about using this on my face. Everybody else I know is going to come in here and chime in and tell me they've had great results. That's why I'm not making this video. I'm making this video about my own kind of consciousness of using this on my face after I had that reaction to that lipstick. I saw on myself what can happen that can go bad on your face. And if that just happened with a lipstick, God forbid that I got some type of severe infection or something from using that. I use aseptic techniques. I've worked in the medical field, so I kind of know what's going on with that. But things can happen. Doctors get infections with patients. Things can go wrong. So to say nothing can go wrong is kind of, I think, making myself believe naively that I can use this safely as long as I follow very kind of sterile sanitary techniques. I've seen things go wrong. So I personally no longer feel comfortable doing it. I never really did feel amazingly comfortable doing it. I don't know. I felt like my skin looked worse every time I used it. Now again, a lot of people rave about it. I'm not bashing anybody that loves it. Keep using it. That's fine. For me personally, that's no longer part of my own skincare routine. I know a lot of people ask me about this, and instead of kind of side skirting the issue and not responding to them about how my derma rolling's going, I just decided to come on here and tell everybody that after I saw what she had talked about and thought about the potential of what could happen, and then after I had that reaction on my face and saw how you could physically be possibly disfigured by something, whether it be temporarily or permanently. I have a lot of makeup on it right now. I'm hoping the redness there eventually goes away. It's still quite raised, and I'm hoping I don't get any kind of scar tissue. My skin looked like it had erupted, and it was not pretty. It lasted a couple weeks. The skin there is still a little sensitive to the touch, and the lipstick got thrown in the trash. So anyway, that is kind of my response to people that have been asking me how my derma rolling has been going. And the third thing is my Jade Roller. I knew not to buy a super expensive Jade Roller. I think this one was like, what were you, $25 or something? I knew not to buy mine squeaks just a touch. But that doesn't bother me. But I knew not to buy an expensive one because I just didn't know whether or not I was really gonna like this thing. I do not like it for putting on serums. I know some people I think use it to put on their serums and their oils. I don't like it. For me, I like rubbing things in with my fingers. They just feel like they're really getting deep into my skin. That way I can just rub, and then I know all my oils and serums have been absorbed into my skin. This wouldn't be bad just for a gentle massage. I guess it's supposed to kind of open up possibly your lymphatic system. Whether or not it can do anything as a result of that, I think there's a lot of questions and doubts from what I've read. But if you just like a facial massager, facial relaxation, I mean, they're fine. I never seem to reach for this much. I mean, I just literally pulled this out of the drawer and did it for this video, and then it's probably going to go back in my drawer again because I just don't know if the time I use on this is wasted time that I could be doing something else. Just my own personal opinion. Again, not to knock anybody that loves their Jade Roller. It just doesn't fit into my life for me. Maybe if I just use it at night when I'm laying in bed as kind of a relaxation method to kind of relax myself, that would probably be the only thing I could see it doing to my face. Other than that, I don't think I'm getting any collagen production out of this, just more of a relaxation technique. That's kind of my thoughts on my one Jade Roller. And the last gadget I don't have here, it's back in Colorado, and that is it's my hair removal laser that I got a while ago. And was it Teva? I I can't even remember the name of the company that I bought it from. I'll put it right down here. That actually was a good investment for me. I still have people ask me about that laser hair removal. I used that religiously on high, which I think was the 5 setting, for over a year and a half to 2 years, and it did not remove all my hair. That is for sure. However, it did make a noticeable difference in the hair that I had on my face, to the point where I don't feel the need to do, I shave peach fuzz. That really wasn't taking care of peach fuzz. That to me more was for like any dark, kind of more coarser, stubborn little hairs on my face. I really found that to be pretty beneficial in helping to reduce the amount of hairs that came back. I know Dr. Dre talked about lasers, and a lot of times there's only an 80% reduction in hair. Some people, the few, may get 100%, but that's rare, I think she said. But heck, 80% reduction in hair is pretty darn good. So I would purchase that laser again, but you have to be really, really dedicated to using it, because if you're not dedicated, you will not get results. It's the kind of thing where the results will come only if you use it on a consistent basis for a long period of time. I think that's everything I wanted to go over that I can think of. All the other products that I have here are kind of little extraneous products, a cream here, a facial scrub there, something to throw into the mix. I love to mix up my skincare routine. I'm constantly switching it out, rotating products. I don't use the same thing every day. I really think it kind of shocks my skin into responding better, but that's it. I haven't had any Botox or fillers in over, what is it now? Close to 8 months. I am due for Botox and fillers, but my plastic surgeon is out in Colorado, and I do not trust anyone here. He is the only person I will trust with my face. When I get back there, I may get some Botox around my eyes and maybe in my forehead. My lines are coming back, and maybe some Juvederm somewhere else, but that's going to be way down the road, maybe in June. I hope that was an interesting video. This is my own personal skincare journey. It's not coinciding with anyone else's. I don't expect my personal skincare journey to be the same as anybody else's skincare journey. This is just what has been working for me. And that's what's so great about YouTube. We can put out all these ideas and all this information, and then people in YouTube world can kind of pick and choose as to what they want to do for themselves and how they want to take care of their own skin. Take care, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye from Marla.